Let's get started.
Good.
Let's get started. We have a great jam-packed session for you guys with 3 of our amazing community group leaders, Annie, Jonathan, and Rachel. You can find them over in our community at miro.community.com. They do awesome stuff over there, and we'd love for you to join. So without further ado, let me place the Miro board in the chat, and then I'll turn it over to the squad.
Right on. And as that is happening, I just wanted to get this session kicked off by saying I'm so pleased to be here. We've been preparing for this for some time, but unfortunately I had to have emergency surgery yesterday. And so while I am so pleased to be here, I'm going to be in the background just kind of hanging out. And we've brought in the ever amazing Annie McLeod to fill in the spot. And of course, Rachel will be ready to go, and you can see some of the amazing designs that we've got here for you. And we're really stoked for it. So very pleased to be here. Wish I could be in a bigger capacity, but I'll be watching from the back. So looking forward to it.
So I'm trying to.
Sorry. Jonathan's doing an AMA over in our community, so you can catch more of him. I'll paste that link as well.
Awesome.
So I'm trying to share my screen, and it will not let me. So of course we're going to have these technical difficulties. All right.
See if I can share my screen for you guys.
Well, I'm going to need to have it shared for this. So let me see if I could just share my whole screen. Nope.
Okay, 1 second.
Sorry, guys.
We'll get there.
No, but if you go into the Miro board, we can meet you over there as well. So click on the link. We've got people piling into that board, so that's great.
Yeah, it's not letting me share my screen.
Okay, I shared it temporarily for now.
Okay. I'm gonna need to be able to share it because people need to see me building. It's just not working for me. Do we know how to fix that?
Yes, I'm doing some technical rejiggering.
How's that? Can you see that? I did it as a Chrome tab.
There we go.
Fantastic. It wouldn't let me share the window, but I can share the Chrome tab. So we are good. Oh, look, someone's already dressing up John. Fantastic. Well, I didn't know John was going to be popping in here. So I have a little area here for everyone if we want to come over and give some well wishes to John. So for his healing, if everyone wants to come over to this spot on the board and just leave a little message for John. I'm surprised we don't have more people in this session. Where is everyone? All right, just leave some messages for him, and then we're going to get started. What we're going to do here today is Rachel and Annie are going to kick off the session with John in the background here. He's going to be answering some things asynchronously, and we're going to build an ice melter. Or icebreaker, as you might hear. You might notice I have some dragon things here. We're going to pick a theme between dragons and wizards. And then we're going to pick an ice melter. And I'm going to show you how to build that improv in real time. You can help me with it. You can play around. And then we're going to have you all battle together. All right. So we're going to hop right into it. Dragons versus wizards. I know you're all writing messages to John, but I'm going to bring everyone to me. Get ready for it. All right. And we're going to do dragons. Oh, it looks like we've got hearts are a little behind there. So in the fly, this is what happens in real time, right? We're going to, actually, I'm not sure why that's not locked. Real time. Locking, and we'll vote on dragons. And you can tell I am Team Dragon here. Dragons versus wizards.
Yeah, so
All
grab
right.
a heart.
Grab a heart. It looks like Dragons is winning. I think we are Team Dragons, which is good because I have a whole light scene on my stream deck here for Dragons. Let's do it. Get all those votes in. Bigger hearts do not count for more votes, but that's okay. You can make them as big as you want because this is improv. Go Team Dragon. Woo!
Got hearts and flames coming in.
Oh, flame. Okay. Well, flames are for the next activity. But that's okay. This is what happens on Miro Board Improv. So looks like Dragons is the winner. So I can actually keep on my dragon ears, and dragons are blue. So we're going to change my background to blue there. All right. Fireballs going on there. All right. Next we have our ice melter. It's going to be name that thing or how do you feel? And there's a little description of each ice melter underneath. I'm not going to tell you what it looks like yet because that's what wizard ears. I actually have a wizard cloak. You know, it's improv, so we could actually, you know, go that direction here if we wanted to. Wait, what are we getting? I ordered a wizard cloak. There we go. There it goes over the dragon. Oh, there goes the ears. There goes the ears. See, all right, amazing, good looking cloak. All right. All right, so let's get everyone voting here. There's only one vote, I see. Are we going to do a name that thing icebreaker, or are we going to do a how do you feel icebreaker? All right, get on the board if you're not already on the board. McCall has pasted the board link. I don't know if that's pinned or not, but she might. Oh, yes, it is pinned now at the top. If you want to hop on the board, I see we've got a couple more people hopping on the board there. All right, looks like, well, I don't know. Which one's the winner there? There's lots of big flames. There's a flame with a face on it. It looks like name that thing is the winner, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to show you a little trick here. Whoop, we got still people voting. Good, keep voting. All right, so, and also I'm going to turn on these so I could see where everyone is. There we go. All right, so here's a little tip. You see here how it says 20 objects? Well, we got faces, so it's a little unfair there, but we've got 20 there. And how many do we have here? What's happening? What do we got? Thanks. Technical difficulty. I don't know why that won't let me. What do we got there? Oh,
you've got to grab the sticky up top too, Rachel. Oh,
thank you. Well, 17 objects, one sticky note. So 16 emojis. Looks like we're still voting here, though. Oh, that's why that worked, because it had some pen tools there. So 17 emojis. Oh, this is close. 16. All right, it looks like name that thing has won. Woo! Name that thing. We'll learn that one today. All right, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the board here. And like I said, jump on the board. The fire looks better than yours, I see there. We've got a little place here for some aha moments. So as you're doing this and you discover something that you didn't know before, or you're like, wow, like just write those aha moments here on the stickies. And at the same time, I want you to write any of your burning questions about how to build the board, what I'm doing, where did I get that thing. John's going to be helping answer some of those things asynchronously on the board as well. Yes, and sometimes emojis on the Mac look different than the PC. John said in the chat there. That's why you're seeing the emojis differently on the Miro board. All right, and so write your questions up there. We're going to build this ice melter here in a second. If you want to connect with any of us, myself, Jonathan, or Annie, we've got our LinkedIn here, and then you can join us in our Miro community group or our AMA that we're going to have tomorrow. So let's start building. So we've got dragons, right? So I'm going to I've got over here somewhere. Where do I have? Oh, apparently I have closed that out. So I'm gonna, let's see. All right. So I have, this is what happens in improv. I actually, oh, that's am I sharing that too? That's interesting. All right. New window. All right, I have what I call a swipe file since we only have a little bit of time here. Oh, you know what? Cool thing here. I actually have it on my stream deck. That's cool. All right, so we got dragons. So I'm going to bring dragons over here. Feel free to help me build this ice melter as we do it. I'm going to bring my dragons over here. And what we're doing is the name that thing. So we've got some quick instructions about what this actually is. And I like to do a little sidebar for the instructions here. What I'm going to do actually is nest some frames here because we've got a little area here. And I don't know if anyone has used this before. Let's find the frames. Where are the frames? All right, let's wow, okay. I knew it was going to do that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to nest a frame in here for our ice melter. So sometimes when you use frames, you need to PDF certain pieces of your workshop. You want to put each activity in a separate frame. You want to link to those activities. You can do here, link to, copy link. You can link it to something else. You could copy this link if you have like a table of contents and some wayfinding. So we're actually going to create our own frame here for this ice melter. And then I'm going to grab some instructions for it. If anyone's heard of this ice melter, you can tell me in the chat there. I think someone's got eyes on chats.
Can you shut off your collaborators' cursors for the audience there, Rachel, please?
Yes, I can. I saw that. All right. You can also turn off your own collaborator cursors if you like. So here is the directions for the ice melter. So I've got, I think this is like a shape somewhere in here. Oh, well, this is kind of boring. So let's make it a little more exciting. Sometimes I like to put some color behind a word. You know, what's really cool is this plug-in here. It's the Power Pack if no one has this yet. And it has a really great place for colors. So I've actually already created 2 color palettes, a Wizards and Dragons color palettes using the Power Pack. This is a plug-in for the Miro board, and there's a link for it under our resources. And so I've got my dragons colors already. So where did my box go, John? Apparently my box has disappeared. Here's a box. We're going to make it a different color just to start. That's yellow. And then we're going to go into my Power Pack and get my right colors. All right. So there we go. It is not cooperating for me. Heck of a day, right? There we go. There's my color. That's what I want. All right. Is not what I want to do. All right, we're going to do it this way. We're going to make that green. There we go. We're going to bring these to the front. I'm going to have some, maybe we got a dragon going on over here next to that. Or we can even make this the color of one of these dragons. There we go. A little lighter pink. There we go. Ice melter, name that thing. And so what this activity is you do a little like, hello, my name is blank, right? You can put any object on here. So we've got a turtle here, but what are some things related to dragons? Maybe we have fire. We can look for that in the icon finder and just grab an icon there. Oh, I did that twice. Okay, now it's double fire. That's cool. We do a campfire here. Hello. And the point of this activity is for people to name this without using the word fire. That's the point of this ice melter activity. So we're going to make this a medium sticky. I like to use rectangle stickies. You could use Command if you're on a Mac, or Control if you're on a PC. D, which duplicates your sticky. Let's just do 3 in a row. And you could duplicate a whole row here, just underneath. If it's all wackadoodle and not lined up, don't worry. You could just highlight everything and use the align function. You're like, okay, well, now it's not all in one row. All right, let's just do that. Make it smaller, align it in one row there. So for this activity, this ice melter, you could do as many as you want. So I'm going to get you all participating here. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do this here. And you're going to pick some icons, throw those in there. What do you want them to, whoops, what do you want them to define in this one? I lost my box there. Thanks, John. See? Recovering at toaster. Hello. Okay, toaster. And then if you want to answer these, you can as well, right? Like camp heater, maybe this is hot stuff, right? Well, you know, this is a really cool ice melter that you could do. It gets people kind of thinking outside of the normal. What might you call something? Gets that creative ideas flowing. All right, fantastic, awesome. Now,
yeah, because the power of these kinds of icebreakers or ice melters is John and Rachel and I, especially when you're trying to get people to reset from whatever they've been doing just before they got to your meeting, that's why we want to take the time to build these kinds of activities in our boards.
Yeah, and it's great for kind of this creative thinking when people say, oh, I'm not creative, right? Everyone's creative, right? So this gets away. We got people putting some answers on the board there. All right. Fantastic. And then what's really great about this is it could also be done as an asynchronous ice melter. So not even just in your meetings, but let's say you send out a board weekly to get your team together. I think we actually did this with McCall in the Miro community group. This was one of our asynchronous icebreakers, ice melters that we did with the community group. We posted at the beginning of the week. Everyone had a chance to kind of go in there and play with it throughout the whole week. And it was a great way to connect with people. And you'll see here, there's actually, go ahead, Anthony.
Oh, and especially when you're in different time zones. I mean, that's one of the interesting challenges we have in the community. We got people in Europe and Asia, Australia, North America. So if you're crossing time zones, anything that you can find to do async is a huge help.
Amazing. All right. And you can also see here, if you're doing this async, you can actually show authors now on stickies, so we could see who wrote each one of them. If you're like, oh, that's amazing, and I want to highlight this person, and you could show the author. All right, fantastic. So that's what we built. Now we're going to do a little battle. It looks like we have about 29 people on the board, so we actually are going to hide some of these areas that I'm going to bring everyone over to me here. We'll likely only need the first column here with how many people we have on the board. If there's anyone in the chat with us that is not on the board, maybe we can get that Miro board link posted one more time. How did I reveal the author? Okay, so when you're on the sticky note here, it says Thundercat, so I said sticky cat. When you're on the sticky note, yes, Jonathan, when we get there, we'll do teams of 5. So we can adjust that. So just hit the show author icon. It's a little person with looks like a pen. And just do that on the sticky note when you're clicked on the sticky note. And I believe you can actually do it for a bunch at a time as well. You could just highlight all of them, be like, I want to see the author on all these. You just highlight them all at the same time, or you can take it off. All right, fantastic. So we're going to go over here. We're going to actually do teams of 5. We've got about 31 people on the board. And here's what's going to happen. I have a little demo over here I'm going to show you. All right, you're going to find an ice cube. You're going to write your names. Look, see, I knew we were going to only have 5 because I only put 5 names on mine. See, look at that. On the fly, on the fly. All right. So find a blank sticky in the cubes in the area over below, down here. Write your name on it. This is going to be your team. And you're not going to be able to really talk to your team, right? So that's why we have these sticky notes here. Talk to your team. Be like, hey, I'm going to build the instructions. No, I'm going to put on the sticky notes into there. And what we want everyone to do is first vote. We're going to have about 10 minutes to do this. First, vote for either wizards or dragons. You get to pick now, right? Just because we pick dragons for the main event doesn't mean you can't vote for wizards. Everyone gets one vote in their team there. And then vote on your ice melter activity. So here's some examples. We just did that, name that thing. So you could do that. You can emulate that, but I want you to be creative, right? It doesn't have to look like this. It doesn't need the slash. It doesn't have to be these colors. Make it your theme. Make it your own. This is the how do you feel one. You can make, it doesn't even have to be a circle. It could be a line. Whatever you want to do for your ice melter there. These are just examples for you to reference. Or you could pick the classic, of course, this one's with Spacemen, but whichever theme yours is, this or that activity, right? And what you're going to do in the next 10 minutes is you're going to build it here in the build space. So we're going to still kind of show you some things, some techniques while you're building in your build space, and then we're going to vote. So what I'm going to do is everyone on their teams there, I'm going to go ahead and set a timer here for 10 minutes. I'm not going to give music because we're going to talk. Just so you could see that timer up there, and we'll kind of talk through some things as everyone's building. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat, but everyone, you could use the comment threads, you can use the stickies, talk with your team, and start building. And I'm going to show you some other techniques that you can use. You can use your icons to get any sort of thing on the board. What's really great about icons is that they're mostly all SVGs. I just dragged this here somewhere. Ooh, it's kind of tiny. I'm going to make it bigger. So it's mostly all SVGs. And so when you grab an icon on your own boards, you can, you probably can't download it from this just because of the permissions, but you can always hit this download button for an icon, and it'll download it as an SVG, and you can bring it into a design program and change the color of basically any icon that you can find in Miro. And these are all open source, so just change the color, drag and drop it back onto the board so it matches your theme. The other thing that I really love here is undraw symbols. And this is an app that you get from the Miro marketplace. In here, you can actually change the color for these, but if you go to the actual undraw site, and that's linked on our board here, you could put in any color, any hex code, and you can get any of these drawings, or you can search for other drawings, and it's all open source. So you could just drag these. So let's say you wanted to use one of these in your ice melter here, right? You could just drag one of those. It's an SVG. It's got a transparent background. I have no idea what that is, but it's like a sad face, sad reaction. We're happy. We're not sad. You can use emojis. You can use stickers. You can use anything to kind of bring that joy and fun to your board. All right, we've got people are building. All right. Come on, team 2. Bring up the caboose. Looks like you're still voting.
Team 2's run into a tie for their icebreaker or their ice melter activity. Oh, there it goes. It was broken.
Oh, the tie was broken. All right. Looks like we got 3 teams battling. It looks like, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. 3 teams. Jeez. Where is everyone today? It feels like maybe it's a Friday or something, but it's a Wednesday. Last year we had so many people. All right. Oh, we're building this or that. And then also, just so you know, you've got places up here that say copy your assets. You can use Command C on a Mac, Control C on a PC. We have not a lot of people, so if you want, you could just drag them. I just did copy paste in case we had a lot of people. You've also got some accessories here. You know, let's say you want to put a Miro hat on your wizard. You know, there you go. Actually looks pretty good, huh?
It does actually fit
All right.
well.
So does anyone have any questions about the types of things they can use on their boards? So we've got all these things that are already built in. If you want to use any images, actually, Unsplash is a great thing to use. Let's see what they got going on dragon-wise. Oh, wow. There we go. You could look through those images. Where do you get the stickers? Which stickers are we talking about? Because we've got stickers here. Oops. If you go onto the emoji icon and then click stickers, there's a whole set of stickers. You can pull whatever you want. Yep, that's so. You can pick whatever you want there. I have no idea where that sticker went on the board. Oh, no, those are they have updated this. These are different types of stickers. I meant the graphics packs, like the ones that that I'm looking at now. So the graphics, the dragons and wizards are actually something that I created myself. So I created those myself, and you just click on these Google links next to each one, and I have provided them for everyone in SVG format. Those are my gift to you. So you can download those by clicking on the Google icons here and the accessories icon here. Those are all for you. And then everyone who has participated gets a participation badge, and one of Jonathan's team members in his agency, Hero Studio, and that's with an I, Hero with an I, like Miro with an I. And he has a wonderful designer on staff, Hills, and she actually created these badges. And so those you can download here by clicking on these. So those are all gifts to you for this session. All right, we've got about 15 minutes left, so let's see what's going on over here. All right. Oh, look, this one we're voting with the dragons. I love it. I love it.
Great.
We are voting with the dragons. So different types of hats. You know, this is interesting because I hadn't even thought about this. Usually I'm like, you know, cookie or cake or right. But what if it's the same thing? Graduation cap or Santa hat? I mean, I've got dragon hat or wizard cloak, right? Different types of shoes, red or blue. I'm loving it. All right, what else we got going on here? We've got, we just have some stickers going on over here. Which one did we vote on doing? This or that?
Looks like this or that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting some information for this or that on there, what we're going to do. Looks like some seasons in there. Everyone chose this or that. All right, so we've got a different this or that here. We've got actually people, this is interesting, a little different, that I almost slipped on my cloak there. So we've got actually the little avatar with the name on it. So that's a different way that you can do this or that, which is fantastic. It looks like they were kind of thinking maybe dragon icons, and they went with the avatars. So I'm seeing little lobster or jellyfish. Looks like maybe tea or coffee, beer or martini. That's a good one. Which one? Beer or martini, Annie and Jonathan? Which are you? I think I'm martini.
Ooh, I'd go beer.
You go beer?
I'd be a chocolate martini.
Fantastic. Chocolate. All right. So yeah, so you labeling your this or that, which is fantastic. We're still building here. We've got about 2 minutes left on our build here.
We have someone in the fifth workspace trying a solo build, Rachel.
We do? Oh, fantastic. Kathy, what do you got going on there? What are you building for us? Looks like another this or that. All right. Well, we've got 2 minutes left to build those. Let's go through here some other things that you can actually use. I was going to show you here with the Unsplash with the dragon, how you can use some of that. Well, that one's pretty cool. Woo! Let's get it off Kathy's board. Or that's actually not, that's an extra board. So we'll do it here. So now in photos, you can actually mask these in a circle. So, and I'll do that again for you all real quick here. So you can see it's not just a square. That was our Unsplash image, free image. And what all you do is you hit the crop button here, and then there's a drop down. You can do circle, square, portrait, landscape, or even wide. So 16 by 9. Let's say you're doing presentations in Miro, which I heard there's some new features about actually. This is a way to actually just fit it to a slide size, which is 16 by 9. That's usually a slide size. My favorite is circle. So you can grab images from Unsplash. I believe you can also grab images from Google Images now. Again, that app is now integrated back into Miro. I don't know that it's, oh, there it is, Google Images. All right, so
I really like the circle crop for pictures, team images. If you put pictures of your team, they usually come in natively as square, and you can making them circles a nice little effect.
Yeah, now we've got Google Images as well. Let's see what Dragon comes up with here. So Google Images, the only thing with Google Images as opposed to Unsplash is you might run into copyright issues depending on if you're creating and selling a board or what you're doing with the board. That's the only issue you might run into with the Google Images. So that's why I do like Unsplash. Those are all free images. Oh, look, that's a nice dragon. All right, so we got I absolutely love the circle as well, John. That is one of my favorites. Well, look, here's our dragon team members. All right, our time is up. So what we're gonna do with it looks like we have 1, 2, and we've got one down here, 3. So we're gonna do a community vote. Everyone gets a vote. Vote on your favorite. I know we've only got 3 teams there. Try not to vote for your own. I mean, you can if you really want to, but you can vote for your own. I would say because we have so many little people, but let's make it fair. And in this spot on the ice melters, drag your votes to this time to vote area, and let's vote on the community one. Now, what we'll do while you're voting on the community one is Jonathan, Annie, and I, we're going to decide, well, there is only 3. There's a 4th. So we're going to actually create a 4th. So we're not, right. We're going to vote on 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What are we thinking? What's jumping out at you, judges? I love this one using the dragons.
I really like the number 1 for how they used the dragons, and now they've added some nice color around those icons and given it some flavor. All
right. Annie, what do you think? Are you in agreement?
I think that was really unique.
All right. I think we lost John. I don't know where he went. All right. What do we got for number 2 here? Got a little, I like this one for number 2. What are you thinking, Annie? Which one do you like?
Just looking at the same thing, that team 3, I think really did a very polished job too. Yeah. In just a few minutes. I mean, that's the amazing part is how quickly you can pull these together.
Yeah. There's no wrong answers here. This is all about practice. I know we're picking winners here, but everyone's a winner in my mind because we've learned new things today. And so, we've got 3. This one, we've got between Annie, why don't you go ahead and vote for 3 and 4, and I'll get us set for our prizes, our random prizes.
Okay.
Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. Well, we've got a smaller, more intimate group here, so let's make sure that we're answering everyone's questions. Oh, we've got 3 there. You got it, Annie. This one was me, so don't vote for that.
I think.
All right.
Got to get 1 too.
All right. And so it looks like both our community and our judges winner is team number 1. Congratulations, team number 1. It looks like we've got 3 people on this team. And so what I want, I'm going to bring your Post-its over to our winner's circle. And then when you have a chance, if you could just write your email on these stickies. If you're not comfortable writing your email on the open board, you just can click on this form and fill it out. And the community winners and the judges winners are actually going to win a private video Ask Me Anything with Jonathan and I. And we'll send you information on how to sign up for that after this session. And that's what you win for creating the best this or that. All right. And so what we're going to do now is some random drawing. So we don't have that many people actually here. So let's just hide some of this board here because that's a big board. We planned for a lot of people. So we'll hide this part of the board. It looks like we've got 30 here. So what I want everyone to do is write your name on a Post-it here. And we're going to do a random drawing for 5 people. And we have 5 codes for Miro's swag. So you'll get a code from McCall from their new swag site for some Miro swag. So let me know when everyone's got their name on there. And we'll do 5 random drawings. And you have a better chance to win because we don't have as many people this time.
Yeah, exactly. Great odds.
All right. All right. Fantastic. Does everyone have their name in there? All right. So we're going to use a quick plugin. It's called Totally Random. And this is going to help us. We can either pick a random item from what I've just highlighted, and it will go ahead and highlight number 30. So Tabitha is our winner number 1. And we'll bring your name over here, Tabitha, and just give us your email. All right. Fantastic. So now 30 has been won, so we'll grab it out of there and we'll highlight the rest of these and we will select another random item. Oh, well, that is blank. Blank is not a winner. So let's do this. 24. Who's 24? Cameron Graves is a winner. Winner, winner. Dragon's Dinner. Okay. All right. So we'll grab that one out here. Let's see who else is a winner. Luck is on your side. Yep. Andy, you are a winner for some Miro swag. We'll bring you down here. Just put your email on the sticky or fill out the form at the top of this frame here. Just that form, whichever you're more comfortable with. All right, we got 2 more to go. 2 more. Let's see. Pull Andy out of here. And let's see who else we got. That is blank. All right. Zara, you are a winner. I think that's, how many is that? That's 4. We got 1 more to go.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, thank you, John. That was probably a better idea. All right. Is that all right? Last one. Karen is a winner. I think Karen was even just telling me this morning she needed more Miro swag. So, so this will satisfy that itch. All right. Fantastic. Now we only had a little bit of time together. We did it. We're at almost 12:15 here. And so hopefully you learned a little bit about how to build an ice melter in that time, how to use things in Miro on the fly to build those. I don't want you to forget here that you've got a whole resources section. I've got a list here in Notion of open source graphics that are free to use. Or free stock photo resources, some paid tools. These are all the Miro tools we talked about in here, so you can see how to actually install those on your own Miro by clicking on any of these. And then you've got the other resources here, a couple of our Miroverse templates, how to grab Giphies for Miro, and then a couple other icebreakers you can try. And then don't forget to download your packs. You've got your dragons, wizards, accessories, and your participation badge. And your champions, we will be sending you a champion badge. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. Oh, best sessions is distributed. That means a lot. I was kind of afraid we didn't have a lot of people, but I'm glad I have everyone who was here. Thank you, everyone. I know, make sure you also, this board will stay open, so you can drop questions in the burning questions, and we will be able to add those asynchronously. And also add your aha moments as well. And join us on LinkedIn, and join us for our AMA on the community forum tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.